What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video today. Trying to make this whole thing work. I'm not sure if it's going to. In fact, let me minimize these screens so you guys don't see what's going on in my work life. But finally, as you guys can see here, I got the package that I was waiting for the last couple days, and I want to do a quick unboxing and then share some thoughts as to why I picked this camera, compare it to something else I picked in the past. So let me open this bad boy up. I don't have a knife like Peter McKinnon. I'm using a pen. Packing peanuts? Who uses these? How stupid this thing is. So, I ended up picking up this camera off of Amazon. It was, I think it's a refurbished product. It still comes with all the warranty, but it actually came through a seller called Camera Mall. So it's a refurbished product. Got this for $300. I think normal retail is like $500 or $4 something. So I figured I've had good luck with refurbished products, so why not try it here. So here is the camera. This is my extended unboxing video. Right about here. Unboxing videos are stupid. Stop doing them. Alright, here's the camera I picked up, everybody. This is right here, this bad boy is the FujiFilm XF10. So, why did I pick this camera up? And let's compare it to the camera I picked up a few weeks ago that I kind of ripped on a little bit and I got a lot of dislike in my video, the Ricoh GR2. So, talking about the Ricoh GR2, I actually picked the camera up and fell in love with it instantly in terms of ergonomics. I liked how it felt in my hand, how it gripped. I liked that it had an APS-C sensor. The button placement was awesome. It allowed me to just kind of work the camera with one hand. It was like my ideal point and shoot, everyday carry camera. But as you guys know from my experience, that camera had a lot of issues in focusing, in regular light, in low light, and I've since seen a lot of videos where the focusing is not that bad in a lot of people's experience with the GR2. And so I'm starting to think I had a bad copy of the GR2 because when I got that camera, which was brand new, the lens wouldn't like come out all the way. It had a bunch of lens error issues, and it was just a pain in the butt. And then the focusing issue on top of that was a problem. But let's assume that camera was functioning properly, and that actually is the autofocus capabilities of that camera. That leaves me with two options then. The snap focus, which I never really got to play with too much. The snap focus is a good feature where if you're outdoors, I would say it's better because you have to have higher aperture, you can increase your depth of field, and then you set the snap focus to a certain distance for street photography. I think it works really well for that. In my instance, I was shooting indoors low light, and I needed the f2.8 aperture to keep the ISO down as much as possible, so snap focus didn't really work well for me in that instance. If I wasn't using snap focus and autofocus wasn't capable of actually hitting the target, the second part, this is kind of the deal killer for me on that because I really wanted to love that camera, was how we had to manual focus. It was like multiple buttons and you had to use this dial rocker to manual focus. Enter the XF10 because it solves two problems along that way. One, it has, you see right here, it has this little joystick. So autofocus selection point, if you're going to do that, it's a little bit easier because it's one-handed. You can just kind of grab it right here and go to town. But the second thing is it has a focus ring up front, which the GR2 did not have. It had like a decorative ring. And so this camera gives you a wheel here on the shutter button, a wheel here in the back, and a wheel here up front. So you can either make that your exposure triangle, or if you're going to shoot shutter priority or aperture priority, you can convert this front ring over to being autofocus, manual focus with peaking assist. So if you're having a hard time focusing with this, just quickly grab this, it goes into manual focus, and then you can do your thing, which is kind of what I was hoping the GR2 would have, but I didn't find a good workflow to make that happen. The reason why I bring up autofocus with this camera is because similar to, or maybe even worse than the GR2, this has a lot of reviews online where people are dogging the autofocus. It has phase detection autofocus, but they say it's not real good, it's slow, it misses a lot in low light. And there's other reviews out there that say it's good, or it's good enough, it's not a problem. And so I'm going to find out for myself. I'm going to be making a couple of videos over the next few days talking about using this camera in different scenarios, taking you guys along with me. But I ended up picking this up. Again, the GR2 when I bought it brand new off Amazon was almost $600, $568 I think it was. The GR3 is $900. This is $300. And for something that fits in your pocket with an APS-C sensor, it's got the FujiFilm simulations, minus acros, and it's a one-handed operational type camera. I'm really excited to give this a try. Now I can tell you off the bat, just from handling this camera, it is more plasticky and not as premium feeling as the GR2. I think that's to be expected just because of where the price points are for the two cameras. The GR2 was lightweight, but it had like this real nice metal feel and finish to it. It just felt durable, like I could just bang it around and it'd be okay. The other thing I'll say that's interesting about this camera is I don't have a battery that's charged up yet, but you know, let me see if I can put this battery in. So if you hit the on button, watch, let's see if my camera will grab this. That's it. You guys don't have to focused, but that's it. It's just a quick startup and the lens barely moves. The Ricoh GR2 also started up very quickly, but had a little bit more lens movement. So this camera is basically what it is when you turn it on. So I'm pretty excited about this. Looking for a pocket camera, street camera, something to carry along with me every day. People say use your cell phone. I don't like shooting on my cell phone. It's just a personal preference. My Z6 is fantastic, but it's not something I'm going to put in my back pocket with my kids and my family. And I'm really curious to try this out. And more importantly, in a future video, let's compare it to this. This is the Panasonic LX10. It's a 1-inch sensor. It's got a flip-up screen. There's some things here, but I can tell you size-wise, they're about the same. But this is actually thicker. If you can see this right here, close to my face, in case it's focusing on my face. It's actually a little thicker. And then, of course, when you turn this on, you have a lot more extension. But just off the bat, I'll talk about these more in a future video. This has more functionality, especially in the way of video and vlogging capability. Not sure if this is going to be better for street photography or not. We'll talk about that later. So expect a couple of videos over the next coming days, guys. This is just a quick introduction to my thoughts on the XF10 versus the GR2. And then I'm going to take this out for some street photography in the future video, and I'll also take it in some low light in a future video. I'm actually going out with my friends tonight, so I want to bring this with me, shoot some photos, and see how this thing does in low light, see if the focusing is as bad as people say it is. And then I'll compare it to the LX10. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. FujiFilm XF10, Amazon, $300. Great little street camera for what I've heard. I'll find out for myself. See you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm a gut steady tied like a shoestring. New thing, still jumping like a moon swing. I'ma get it popped up, give a brother 2 weeks, and you'll see it's a doozy. I do freak out about the clout that I don't have. No city owner, brother, I'm a nomad.